I see little reason in sending anything other than my own men-at-arms. Is that the problem? Well, maybe gather a few of them. And then there we go. I said go. Christ, I got a control click, I forgot. Get on the case and bring your best sieger. I want that thing down in a heartbeat. Oh ho, he did bring up some mercs. Not a lot, but some. It's not going to help him though, this place is going down. That siege event only taking 14 days is wonderful for me. Is Jake king of Pannonia? No, Pannonia is big. Pannonia is way too big for me to take. And that's good, because Confederate partition is a pain in the backside. I need to conquer this duchy as well. Let's just grab the duchies. A duchy land grab, if you will, before the old king bites the dust. Sparring ground. I don't recall building such a thing. I guess it was started before I took it over. So the barracks defense won't work against me in this game. That's quite interesting. The barracks defense in EU is when an enemy would start constructing a building, and it usually ended up being a barracks, which would make me delay conquering it because I wanted the building. In olden days of EU, all buildings were destroyed on conquest. It was later changed that they would be spared if you had a core. And then they all just stayed in the end. Petre. That's a name that kept coming up. I never remember why. He was a strong fellow. But goodbye, my old friend. Is this going to make me think of suicide even more? Yes, it is. Get it together, king. The world isn't that grim. Ah, right, we're over our limit here, and that's going to last for a wee while. Well, too bad. I'm holding on to these. I'm just going to eat the limit for now. So many things going on here. Yeesh. These are all my children, aren't they? Children or grandchildren. I'm not taking that. Too many duchies, though. Oh, should have thought about that. Too many duchies is a -15 opinion with all your subjects. And since I just took this duchy... Well, no, I'll hold on to it for a bit longer. I don't whisper to everyone, get back to work. Some people I say it a lot louder than a whisper. Okay, captured heir, but since we already have 100%, and I don't want to just give him up for free, I should ransom him for the full 50 buckets. So then I take their money, and then take their everything. They pay, and then they pay land. That must be gutting, you know. Everything taken from you, absolutely everything. Maybe I should wait a bit before conquering this so that I give up some of this land, because the domain limit as well as the duchy limit's hurting. And I will be taking that. Faction, the peasant rabble. It's because I'm not very well liked, but that's okay. I have allies, men-at-arms, and an army to oppose all these things. Is Satmar any good for future capital? I think there's a mountainous spot there. Yes, Satmar. Jake knows where that is. Jake does not know where that is, and F doesn't bring up find province. But V does. Okay. How about that? Well, for one, there's no mountainous province. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There's plains, there's hills, but no mountains, and I'm interested in mountains rather than anything. Also, it's not that well defendable in my eyes. You can probably see all my button inputs there. I mean, this is relatively good a place because I'm defended from attacks from here and from here. Less so from Thames until I conquer Thames. But when I do, anybody wanting to come here has a ways to go to get there. Even if they invaded from here, they gotta take this. And or this. Is it the Hungarian gold mine? Wasn't that it could be. These names fly way over my head. In any case, let's get these hooks done, let's plant these people down, and let's get these places converted. Because I'm not happy having those Orthodox rebel against me. I keep feeling like I'll misclick and then adopt their ways. Ransom. This Orthodox is dear to you. How much are you willing to pay? 50? That is the market price. But think of the dread for my heir. Especially when I'm dead and gone. No, that's the market price. I'll accept. Should probably just die in my holding anyway. Grandson, who I will likely play as, because for some reason Sihoa refuses to make other babies with his... Oh, that'll be why. Barren genius wife. Who I for some reason have a massive hook on for loyalty. Someone likely remembers how that happened, but I sure don't. In any case, diligent is good. I don't see stress gain increases too much of a problem unless it's from paranoia. Generous, never. Patient, nope. Good job. It's +1 in everything. It's like being quick. The game's been out for months, so I can't get over how beautiful it is, says Shiriki. Probably because it's a Paradox grand strategy game that looks beautiful. I think that's really the first time that has truly happened. Right. My vassal and champion, Mihai, hates me. I would never have expected I'd grow as close to him as I've done over the past few years. Multiple occasions he's proven himself to be a reliable and forthright man. With only my best intentions at heart, we could become friends. I think we should, because boy does he not like me. There we go. Likes me a whole lot more now. God knows how that happened, though. I don't recall trying to befriend him. I'm trying to sway somebody, not befriend. Imperator is also quite pretty. Really? Might be visually impressive for a Paradox game, but pretty? I wouldn't take it. Good, almost done with these hooks, because this domain limit is hurting me. Hurting me in a variety of ways. At least my opinions can chill out from all these offensive wars I've been pushing. Compromising situation. Ah, thank goodness I turned off nudity, or else I'd be getting cancelled right about now. Everyone gets naked sometime. The hard part is ensuring the troop of jugglers enter Radu's chamber at just the right time, and that there are enough servants around to speculate about the ensuing chaos. I suspect Radu will do anything to prevent me from stoking the flames of the following rumours. Strong hook just for nudity? Costs quite a bit of prestige, but it'll go when I die anyway. You may not try to fabricate hooks at Dominic's court again. I mean, Dominic's court is not a whole lot, is it? Not at all. So send in those entertainers. He won't be happy. How about you? Oh, we're just gonna... Hello, tyranny again. Anyway, point is I get a couple of hooks. And it's time to start with the conversions. I should look at where's the best ones to convert. Probably the ones that have nice things in them like that. Oh no, the nice ones I want to hold on to myself for longer, surely. Oh, let's not overthink it. Threatened life. What can I say? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for hooks. Have hook. And then the Orthodox fellows. Hang on, I got a hook on you, you, and you. Who was this guy? Ah, but he's a zealot. Oh Christ, I hope I checked these guys for zealotry. Probably. Yeah, you're not a zealot, and you're not a zealot. So, there you go. Enjoy your new land. And this one can go to the other guy. Radu, of course. He's hanging on there. And then, of course, we convert this. This feels wrong, right? I should not be able to force convert the province with them. But I guess if I didn't convert the province, the game mechanics would probably make them just change right back. Blessed be Rod, and blessed be my reduced above domain limit penalty. Which means I need to start stoking the flames of two other Orthodox subjects of mine. I think it's less the nudity, more the fact that he's discovered naked with a whole group of entertainers. Ah, there is that. But I mean, come on, what happens in Wallachia stays in Wallachia. Jings, I could have picked better wives. Then again, I can't deny her help in diplomacy. Her help in everything if I give her the chance for it. She's fairly competent at almost anything. Should increase prestige, I say. I've got no problem spending my prestige at this point. Surely we're going to die at some point. And I think it's probably prudent to up my men-at-arms as well. People tell me the Coney are good. Unused maintenance isn't that much higher than... Oh, well, no, I've got more of you now, don't I? 31 and 13. Coney are 40. I'm not seeing it. I do a lot of my fighting in hills, so it makes more sense to use things like pikemen. They're countered by... No, they counter cavalry. Who are they countered by? Probably... I don't know, heavy infantry? Yeah, heavy infantry counter spearmen. But we counter them with our own light foot men. And up the size of you, and then up the size of you a couple of times. Oh, well, dang. My prestige is actually going down from all these unraised men-at-arms. Maybe I rose that a bit too heartily. I didn't think it would go that far. I mean, it utterly collapsed there. Yeah, wow, the change there was enormous. My heir is going to have to pay for that, I think. It was probably a bit too much, but we did it anyway. Now, I still need to think about giving out more of my land here to get it converted. Why haven't you might get to feudal yet? I need a reformed religion if I'm going to go feudal. It's a necessity. Wow, I have... Oh? No, that's my zealous guy again, I keep forgetting. Find yourself a non-zealous Orthodox. Hell, find 2 of them. This one's severely injured, but that's alright, I'm sure he'll hold on. Ailing, but he'll be fine. Alright, Simeon and Purifu, neither of you are landed, so I can happily do this. And it's best to get this done whilst we're still playing as the big cheese Vlad. He's the one that has twice schemed, he's the one that's got fairly great intrigue. So I might as well do all the intriguing that I can right now. Devious practice. The queen is deceitful. Well, at least she's barren, she won't be putting out anything that offends me. And I was able to sway my spy master, so I need to think who else I want to be friendly with. There was a guaranteed friendship with someone, wasn't there? Perhaps you. Well, that's not guaranteed, but I'll give it a go. You're paying the reinforcement for the levies, Jake. It'll go down when up to full strength. Is that so? Did not realise, but thanks for the heads up. Right. What, does it break it down here, maybe? No, it just says unraised men-at-arms. As king, I have been obliged to attend a local wrestling tournament. Contestants have been delayed. Won't start for another hour. Oh, my friend is here to... oh, my best friend, I should say. My best friend may be a little terrified of me, but a friend nonetheless. Hang on, he's that possessed guy. I did nasty things to him. Executed close relation, forcibly recruited, demanded hook, demanded conversion, murderer, tyrant. But my best friend, maybe that's the possessed trait talking. He just doesn't see all this stuff. Nice. Breaks it down on F3, Jake. Well, there we go. Aha. How about that? Well, at least my son will have quite the army to take care of anybody that stands up against him. And he's actually built up some prestige. Excellent. That's what we do when we actually land our children, although he doesn't have a lot of land. He will inherit quite a bit. In fact, what will he inherit, and what do I have to worry about? You're gonna get the High Chieftain of Bihar, as well as the Transylvanian Alps. Zess, the Forgotten Child. Oh, but you'll also take over Fecher, which is a contestant for my proper capital down the line. It is tempting to try it out and move my capital to the farmland, and then I can develop that and have a half decent... Well, no. If I'm going to develop, I should develop land of my culture. And then it becomes between Girgu or just keeping this. I think we'll keep that for now, much as it bothers me, and it does bother me. Listen, a normal friend might take imprisonment and torture as a deal breaker. A true friend understands it all comes from a place of love. Disinherit ain't that expensive. Nah, I don't want to disinherit. Our splendor isn't so great as it is. The existence of my plot to fabricate a hook has been discovered. My involvement is not yet known. It'll make it a lot more difficult. Curses, that was very secretive. And I doubt it. Yeah, you can't bring people in on this. But we might get lucky yet. We've gotten lucky with just about every other roll we've tried. Speaking of getting lucky, you wouldn't happen to have some spare dosh? No, he really wouldn't. Trappings of majesty. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler. Oh, that reminds me. Let's shake them down while we're at it. Where are my loyal subjects? Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewelry would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Diplomacy goes up. Local fashions have symbolic meaning. Stewardship challenge, but could work badly. I do not need things to legitimize. Nope. Spend a bit of dosh and enjoy a bit of added prestige. Righto, the very purpose of my vassals is to support my efforts. While they already pay taxes for the privilege, I can't think how much more I would earn if they all chipped in just a little more. Perfect solution. Extort my vassals. Gain a little dread. They give you the option to back out, but why would you ever back out after hitting that button? That might not be the actual religion head. The real one could be seen in Ortho's religion screen. No. I do not in any way intend on taking on this guy. For one, he doesn't have the money to be made worth it. Secondly, he's landed, and I can't unland the guy. Well, not landed, but he holds this title, which means I can't banish him. So he's not the guy I'm looking for. I mean, if that were the case, you would take the Pope when he makes all that sweet Catholicism money and then banish him. But it doesn't work that way. Well, I mean, if you took his land, I guess it might. I don't know. But it's much simpler and safer just to go for individuals' patriarchs. I mean, Bavaria is looking rather tasty, is it not? Oh, wrong button right there. If we look at Archbishop Ezo, he's not making the money that we need. Not that I really need money right now, I just like having it. I don't know who the hell you are. Unlanded guy with good learning, you say? You know, it just so happens I need unlanded Orthodox people who are not zealous. I think we could come to a little negotiation, don't you think? You even live by my... There's a word I'm looking for, but it's really not coming to me. It's not generosity, though. Regardless, though, congratulations. Here's your new title. Generosity, I think, is the word I've been looking for. Maybe I just said it wasn't. Still, get converted and convert my land. Mercy, that was it. You live by my mercy alone. Oh, you'll believe exactly. I'm not sure a small hook should be enough to do that. Maybe a strong hook could force them, but Otherwise, I don't think a small hook should be enough to change someone's religion like that. Especially if it's from something like a settled proper orthodoxy to a backwards, dung-flinging, unreformed pagan. Anyway, he did accept. It said he wouldn't, but I used my hook to convert him and his family if he ever makes one, but if he doesn't, that land's going to me. Oh, jings, he is going to be fine for a long while. Healthy, medicine, constitution, whole of body. But we're doing pretty well on keeping our... thanks for the outposts. On keeping our realm pretty strong and together here. I think I'll set up my son with this duchy, make him my direct vassal, so I don't have to worry about these. Even though I'm a bit stronger, just getting all these vassal monies and levies. No, the money's actually looking really good. We don't even have to be a steward for an overlord right now. Once we settle these next two, I'm going to take on the High Chieftain of Trans-Watsits. Their paltry alliance means nothing to me. Does the Caliph still own Rome? What are you talking about? Is that neglecting the conversion message and still converting a bug? Looks odd to me. No. They say I don't want to convert when I ask them to convert, and then I use my hook to force them to convert as part of the event that pops up. You'll see it once we fabricate these two hooks. Currently doing one on Simeon, trying to do one on Purvu. Not so sure it'll work out, especially with my crappy spy master. We don't have anyone else right now. Preferably someone who likes me, but it looks like no. Having people that like me is... Oh, you're helping me out specifically with intrigue already. Dang. I must have switched that and forgotten about it, but... well, we'll see how it goes. Ransom. They're dear to me. Well, let me ask you this. If I were to kill them... oh, I would gain piety. Well, I rather think they're going to have to stay, because 26 ducats is not the market rate for a subject releasing. Well, one of them's just about done. There we go. Foul words. I've started a series of vicious rumors against Simeon. None are true, and I will stand up to stop that injustice. Cost piety, which I think we just covered I don't really need, but wow. That actually gives me a strong hook on the guy. Interesting. Well, he's young with a strong hook. That's good news for me, although the hooks don't really transfer. Still give you that land. So again, let's cover it from the start for people that weren't understanding. The land is Orthodox. I'm obviously not Orthodox. I'm this religion that I always forget how to say, Slovanskan. And our good friend Simeon, we just fabricated a hook on him because truth is relative. It's immensely powerful. We grant him the land, he becomes my vassal, and then we say, oh, about that, you're going to need to convert. He might accept, but he almost certainly won't, not with an opinion like that. So we demand it of him, and then he says, I don't want to. My faith is too strong to be swayed by your earthly words. Well, then we use our hook. You spend your strong hook, the weak one works as well, to change his faith. So we could just give up, but then there'd be a cooldown on asking him again, so we might as well force him. He converts, his family, if he has any, converts, and one of his provinces converts, or one of his counties. Fortunately for me, he only had one. Now I just need to do Satsmar, but win or lose on this one. Oh my, we actually got it done. A bit more tyranny, but more dread, strong hook. You're a lucky man, Purvu. These guys are actually doing pretty well, right? Sure, I'm forcing them to do things I'm sure they don't want to do, but from another point of view, they're getting landed out of it. He's still severely injured, but that's okay. Since it's a strong hook, I can actually just use it to force my will on him, and he'll do it straight away. And just like that, our whole lands look a whole lot more Slovianskan than they did at the start of this session. And for that I'm grateful, because those Orthodox uprisings were pretty numerous. So, what's going on? High Chieftain Vlad, from time to Vlad the Second. So what's going on with that? You still didn't have any more children, and that's you getting on my case again. We need a new name for you, by the way. I'll change your name after this. He finally confessed. High Chieftain Vlad for some time. However, when he finally confessed, his response. Am I having a stroke reading this? Stubborn, I think, is pretty good for that health boost, especially if you want someone to live long there. Vengeful. Ooh, well, that's not a virtue, so I'm not interested in that. Nor is vengeful. May as well go for stubborn. I think it's alright. Like I said, I wanted to live long and prosper, but I've had enough of him being called Vlad here. One Vlad is enough. There we go. Rename character. Thank God for mods. I think we're going to call you Barbon Falk, maybe without caps lock on. Hi, Chieftain Barbon Falk. Sihoescu. Oh, that's right, it takes the father's name and changes it up with this culture. So I'm going to be led to believe. Right, time for another duchy. We've been taking way more than I thought we would, but if it's there for the taking, we shall take it. You're going down, I'm afraid. Oh, we have a truce? I don't recall fighting you before. That's right. You didn't just hold this, you held this land as well. Right, so I'm going to wait 3 years before I take your lands over. No big deal for me, though. Thames have powerful alliances, so they're a bit too scary for me to take on. I could bring in my good friends Halich, but I'm starting to wonder if they're just a liability at this point. Befriend, scheme power. Oh no, we wanted Groom for rule. And just like that... Well, the only person we really matters is our firstborn son. Shihua got 3 stewardship, which is pretty great since he is all about domain focus, so 20 stewardships rather nice. In fact, all of his things apart from learning are really nice. So he won't be particularly pious, but we're not investing in piety on him. I'm hoping that we get an opportunity down the line to get someone pious that can reform our faith, so we can actually go witching. Otherwise, what's that? 1 martial, 1 learning. Not too shabby, I say. Go south to Thames. Yeah, trust me, I want the Duchy of Thames, but as I just mentioned, powerful allies. But what I also just mentioned, or at least in my head I mentioned it, I have a couple of schemes that are currently not ongoing. I couldn't help but notice... Wait, you're not a powerful ally. You're a powerful ally. Who even are you? Chrein. But with some money to actually buy some mercs. Now, this is between Koshel and Duchess Else of Whatsits. You are just about to die anyway. I mean, holy oh, well, no. Temperate, whole of body, healthy, stubborn, constitution. You might not be the easiest one to kill. But I'm assuming that alliance is because of Duchess Else Whatsits as well. You're doing fine, perhaps too fine. 61-76. 61-76. Filthy Cathars. If I kill them, Thames is ripe for the conquering, and I don't have a truce. Well, let's make it happen then. Anybody on the fence who's fairly powerful? You can be convinced. It's not an insignificant amount of money, but you do add 28. What about Uta? They add 27, and they want far less. Welcome aboard, Uta. We do a job right. Yeah, that's pretty good odds, I'll take it. He will die, I will invade Thames, and then we will have much better Wallachian borders. Something worth keeping in mind that I still want to err on the side of caution when it comes to being able to form the Kingdom of Pannonia, because if I Confederate partition that out, that would be a huge blow. Look at how small Wallachia is. Look at how huge Pannonia is. By that point, we'd be closer to getting Carpathia as an empire, but we would need a lot more. So, no thanks right now. Don't you want to build up your holdings? You have 3,000 gold. Not... Oh, Christ, he discovered me instantly. I'm not even sure I got the person on my side to help with that in time. Oh, there's the agents. Okay. Well, forget that. Good thing you got someone else to murder. Maybe someone that's not such a blabbermouth can help out. 150 for you. Oh man, that's just somebody that's trying to make a quick buck off of me. I don't appreciate the quick buckers. Yeah, so about me not building up buildings. Tribal buildings get destroyed when we go feudal, and we will be going feudal at some point. So it makes sense to save up the money for that, rather than just blow it. And by buildings, I mean buildings for me. I am not giving out buildings to my subjects. I think that's a big waste of time. So I'd rather just build up the money right here and then put it to use when need be. It's also really nice if something like, I don't know, Byzantium happens to me and I need to summon every merc from under the sun. Befriend the estate. After long thinking, I finally decided to invite Victor to come on tour of one of my estates. The journey turned out to be disastrous. He was ill-prepared, and every time I tried to lighten the mood, he responded only with furtive malcontent. Yeah, oh man, I tried to make my cool martial guy my side. And if I recall, yes, you were that peasant leader who was so good, I wanted you on my side. It's funny that Scar is actually only good. Ambitious, brave, vengeful, good martial. Shame you're not breeding. Can I not interest you in breeding with somebody so you can, I don't know, bring out more robustness? Would be nice to have that in my court. And you're only 40. I'm sure there's plenty coming for you yet. We want fertile and we want inheritable traits. Anyone else with robust? Oh, look at this Sophian lady. Yeah, that's bound to be good for you. Then again, maybe I could rock you up with one of my daughters in a matrilineal affair. You're not landed, so maybe. Yeah. Hey, look, my granddaughter is Hale, actually. She's only 5, but you'll be 50 when she's 15. That's not a bad deal now, is it? Can I get related dynasty? Vlad dynasty. Suddenly it went away. That's strange. She's there as my granddaughter, but when I say Dynasty Vlad, she disappears. What could it mean? Maybe invest in a province that already has castle holding. Ooh, Banished level age gaps. Oh yeah, and I was playing Banished just earlier. I was thinking about streaming it. Right. This is strange. Dynasty, Vlad. And then the Vlad dynasty girl disappears. There she is. What could it mean? Maybe I need to turn on matrilineal for it. No? Adult filter on top? Adult? Nope, all. Child, adult, all. Why is Vlad making her disappear? And not Vlad makes her show up. What does it mean? He doesn't understand. It bugs out and searches for his dynasty. Ah. Interesting. Well, What a shame. Because I want to look for people who are specifically related to me. Some way, somehow. Well, I know they're all going to be Vlachs. That doesn't narrow it down much at all, though. I'm thinking granddaughter. Although she's only 5, surely you can live till 52 or something and pump out an heir or two? Or I could just give you... no. I could give you my granddaughter. Yeah, as long as it's matrilineal. Oh, and he will accept, just barely. I don't care how Stana feels as long as they pump out some babies for us. Nice robust babies. We haven't focused on the inheritable traits for quite some time. Oh, jinx, did that good martial guy I have plop off, or was it because I married him like that? Probably because I married him like that, right? Yeah, of course, he went over to that court. Is that so? I mean, there he is right now, and I can't exactly invite him over to my court. In a matrilineal marriage. How about that? Still, just an opportunity to get us someone new, like Okors, who may still be orthodox and may still hate me, but he's got a job to do. Maybe I could become his friend or something, make him chill out a bit. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Zealous hates cynical and he hates me. Well, as long as he does his job, he can hate me all he bloomin' well wants. That's the way I see it. Still, we got awfully distracted. Here I am trying to kill someone. You. Trying to kill you, and then I invade Thames. Thames is currently busy with... please not the Byzantines. Okay, there we go. Would it kill the game to tell me before hooks expire? I could have extorted Dragos. A warning for hooks are about to expire would be pretty nice. High Chieftain, Count Sihoa. Oh! No, it's my grandson. We're alright then. No need to kill anyone, Jake. The ruler died himself. Well, that he did. That he did. How did you notice that? I didn't notice that. He was... oh, he died of old age. I was going to say, he had everything going for him in terms of health. I mean, I don't need to kill you, but I've already started killing you. Alright, I'll abandon that for now. Jake taking his grandson's only ducat is so in character. I wonder if I could go off on a bit of a seducing spree just to make myself feel better. And, you know, plant some seed elsewhere. I'm already an adulterer, it's a known issue. You're already pregnant, but what if I were to go for it? No chance. Low opinion. Not unhappy with her husband. Anywhere I could go for a bit of a ravaging. No, I'd need to find some unhappy ones. Maybe that's a change they've made to make it a bit harder to seduce everyone under the sun, because the AI sure love to do it. Now, you have an alliance in Crane. I hope you don't get another alliance, because here I come knocking. I want that duchy. Pregnant just means you know she's fertile. Correct. And I have a good way of burning through all my prestige, don't I? Right, this will make the borders smooth out quite a bit more. I don't want the rest of Moldavia, because that's a kingdom that could easily form under my horrific inheritance laws. That should be easily done. Give me that title. Religiously, you're some weird Christiani religion. Organized though it is. Still needs to be dealt with. Hopefully I can take lots of Christiani prisoners here then. That'd be a big boon for me. And the capital's right there. I just need to charge my way through one or both of those provinces, and if they're busy with other rampages, and that's fine by me. Was always there, Jake. The seduction tree just trivializes those anyway. Never tried going full-on seducer because I've yet to see the real benefit of doing so. I don't doubt that it's there, I just don't know what it is. Oh, right, this siege is already going well, actually. I should just fight and take it over. As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find myself a little scroll resting on my boat. Someone's entered my chambers unnoticed. A chill runs down. A heroic stag, lord of my heart. I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. We'll see each other soon. Till then, dream of me, my love. Especially yours, Queen Teeny. Man, Nancy Drew couldn't pen something that lovely. Aw, she'll attempt to win my heart. It's too cute, I can't say no. She would if it were for Gunnar. This from a girl with no friends? Right, this guy that hates me, he's in charge. Hopefully his reckless ways will take over this. Another hook gone. Again, games doesn't like to tell you about those coming. This is really nice, taking over sieges that have already been invested into so much. Seems like they have decided to erect a mercenary band, but if I secure their capital, I might just seize the High Chieftain himself and bring a brief end to this. Scheming expertise, bring on the intrigue. Okay, we got the capital. We got their son, but not the heir. No, that looks like the heir. Well, an heir, maybe not next in line, but that's a good start. That's a very good start. Split you in half and half it. I don't get it. You can't click them and move them there. You have to, what is it? Control, click, then move them. Preferably like so. Let's try to get our sieging done faster than they can do theirs. Jake, what's the strat behind putting the capital on the mountain? The mountain is a magnet, or rather the capital is a magnet for enemy sieges.